Hey Shriram, welcome all of you all for our weekly Wednesday Ramayana class. So every Wednesday we are going through the Valmiki Ramayana, shloka by shloka, trying to understand the hidden secrets in the Ramayana. So we have completed up to verse number 22 last time, the chapter Sarga 18 of the Balkan. So we are in the 18th chapter of the Balkan. We have completed up to 22 verse. So request Damini Mata to read from verse number 23.
Ji Prabhuji.
Yeah.
All the Brahmanas and the other city residents were fed very sumptuously. The Brahmanas were given in charity various types of precious gems abundantly. Beginning with the birth ceremony for the children, all the other ceremonies, samskaras, were also performed. Among all the sons, the eldest son Rama, who was like a flag which glorifies the dynasty, was very beloved to his father. Like Brahma, he became exceedingly respectable among all the living beings. All the sons were the knowers of Vedas, brave and devoted to the welfare of the people. They were all endowed with knowledge and virtues. Of all the sons and even the Ikshvaku dynasty, Lord Rama was truly powerful and splendorous. He was dear to all in all the worlds and pure like the moon. Whether he was riding an elephant or a horse or driving a chariot, Rama was accepted as an expert in all of them.
So basically these verses are just trying to outline or grace out the greatness of Lord Ramchandra ji and how gracious and how every aspect of Lord Ramchandra ji's behavior, looks, his activities are all divine, and that has been highlighted over here. Yes, Mataji, continue.
He was always engaged in archery and serving his father. Right from childhood, Lakshmana, the enhancer of prosperity, was always very affectionate to his elder brother Rama. Rama was also pleasing to the world. Endowed with the prosperity of serving Lord Rama, Lakshmana pleased Rama in all possible manners. Lord Rama was so very dear and inseparable to Lakshmana. Lord Rama was like a second external life and was dearer to Lakshmana more than his own body.
Now, what is the purpose of these verses? Endowed with prosperity of serving Lord Rama, Lakshmana pleased Rama in all possible manners. Lord Rama was so very dear and separable to Lakshmana. Rama was like a second external life, Bahir Prana, external life, and was dearer to Lakshmana more than his own body. So, kya Bharat was not dear? What do you say? Partiality, no? Lord says, Samoham Bhrute Sarvabhuteshu Name Dveshti Asti Na Priyaha. Lord tells in the Bhagavad Gita, I am Samo. Samo मतलब मैं सबके साथ इक्वली प्यार करता हूँ. तो यहाँ पे बोल रहे हैं, वाल्मीकि जी बोल रहे हैं. Okay, let's take a couple of verses, then we will answer this question. Continue, Mataji.
Even the best of the men, Lord Rama, would not get sleep without Lakshmana. Lord Rama would also not eat without Lakshmana, even if the most delicious food was given to him. Explanation. Sage Valmiki wants to emphasize that not only Lord Rama was dear to Lakshmana, but also Lakshmana was equally very dear and inseparable from Lord Rama.
Yes. These few shlokas are telling how close knitted were Rama and Lakshmana. They were very closely knitted, right? बहुत एक दूसरे के करीब थे. तो अगर वो इतने करीब थे तो क्या रामचंद्र जी partial थे? Was he not inclined towards Bharata? Was he not loving Bharata? How do you understand this? Come on, tell me. क्या भरत लाडला नहीं था? Yes, Apekshit, what do you think? दामिनी माता जी, आप बताइए.
तो जी ऐसा नहीं कि डियर वन ऐसा कुछ है नहीं पार्शियलिटी, बट कभी कभी कुछ जैसे कि कुछ सिबलिंग्स के साथ अपनी बॉन्डिंग अच्छी होती है नॉर्मल, materialistically spiritually I'm not able to understand like what to
that is the thing which I explained the very starting of the Ramayana. रामचंद्र जी का पर्सनल सेवा करते हैं लक्ष्मण जी, बट रामचंद्र जी का वाक्य का सेवा करते हैं भरत जी. भरत loves Lakshmana equally. In fact, Ramchandra ji loves Bharata more. But he is on personal basis, he may be in touch. But when Bharata, after Ramchandra ji is sent to exile and they were in Chitrakoot, when Bharata is coming with the entire army to meet Ramchandra ji, तो एक बहुत अच्छा संवाद है रामचंद्र जी और लक्ष्मण के बीच में. तो लक्ष्मण कहता है, I know, seeing of the flag which is being carried by the entire army, I can understand that it is none other than Bharata who has come. I am sure Kaikeyi must have sent him and he must have come here to kill us so that he can be the unopposed king of Ayodhya. Don't worry, I'll fight it. At time Ramchandra says, I know Bharata very well. He must have come here to take me back. And if you feel that he is come here for the kingdom, for taking the kingdom, if I tell Bharata, he will give you the kingdom now only. He snubs Lakshmana, totally snubs Lakshmana. And you know the reason why? Because he knew the heart of Bharata. He didn't disclose himself as Ramchandraji did not disclose himself as God, but deliberately he told Lakshmana that Bharata is very dear to me, and I know if I tell him, he will give you in 1 minute he will give you the throne to you. And रही बात Bharata मुझे लेने आया है. I know very well. So you have to understand that Bharata was very dear, but there are various levels in which Ramchandra ji enacts. So never get this type of biased decision. Why? Some people say, if I serve Lord personally only, I will be cared. याद रखना, बरसाना में आप चले जाओ, ऐसे दूर दूर बैठे हैं एक एक साधु. They are akinchana. They don't need anything. They don't take anything else. But they're sitting somewhere in a remote place. They will be serving Lord from the mind. खुद एक दिन में एक बार कुछ खा लेंगे बस और भगवान के चिंतन में रहेंगे. Even why so to say various Goswamis like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami and all, they used to enter the pastimes of the Lord. So externally they used to not do any much seva. So don't see anything which is gross. Such seva is always done subtle in a subtle manner also. Okay. Please go ahead.
When Lord Rama would mount the horse and go hunting, then Lakshmana would follow from behind with his boat to protect him. The younger brother of Lakshmana, Shatrughna, was similarly dearer to Bharata than his own life. Bharata was also similarly dear to Shatrughna. King Daśaratha became extremely delighted with his 4 greatly fortunate sons, just like Brahma was delighted with the Devatas. All the sons were shy, famous, far-sighted, virtuous, and endowed with knowledge. The father, King Daśaratha, became delighted with their capabilities and effulgent prowess, which were like that of Brahma, who oversees the world. These sons were like the tigers among men. They were all engaged in the studies of Vedas and the service of their father. They were also experts in archery. Then that righteous King Daśaratha, along with his teachers and relatives, was thinking about his son's marriage. As a great son,
1 minute.
yes.
Here, one thing we all should understand. It's very important. This shloka, this one line which says, these sons were like tiger among men. They were all engaged in studies of the Vedas and the service of their father. Very important. दोनों चीज जीवन में लागू होना चाहिए. One should serve his parents. At the same time, one should study the Shastra. One who studies the Shastra will serve his parents. Then he understands what his duty is. उसका कार्य क्या है, उसका कर्तव्य क्या है, उसको समझ में आएगा. अगर वो सेवा ही नहीं करेगा तो उसको कर्तव्य भी पता नहीं चलेगा. सॉरी, वेदास ही नहीं पढ़ेगा तो उसको कर्तव्य पता नहीं चलेगा. So these two, there are many cases I know that in the name of doing service for the Lord, in the name of doing so-called bhakti, in the name of doing something which is, which they feel like I'm going to go closer to God by doing this, people tend to give up their responsibilities towards their elders. ये भक्ति नहीं होती, याद रख. अगर कहें कि मैं अपने माता पिता पत्नी बीवी बच्चों का मैं ख्याल नहीं रखूंगा, मैं सिर्फ भक्ति करूंगा, ये गलत है. या वेद पढ़ना मतलब भक्ति करना है. एंड अगर आप भक्ति करते हो और बोलेगे मैं माँ बाप का नहीं ख्याल रखूंगा, वो भी नहीं चलेगा. और माँ बाप को ख्याल करोगे, यू मे बी अ वेरी गुड पर्सन, taking care of your family, wife, children, everything good, but you're not doing devotion. That is also waste. Even that is a waste. So please remember, both go hand in hand, and they are all expert in archery. मतलब हर कार्य में वो लोग कुशल थे. सर्वगुण संपन्न, इसका दो अर्थ होता है. नेगेटिव अर्थ तो मुझे समझाने की जरूरत नहीं, ऑल नो दैट. बट पॉजिटिव अर्थ समझो आप. द पॉजिटिव अर्थ इज यस, सभी गुणों में संपन्न मतलब all, in all aspects one should be expert in serving both the shastra as well as the elders, and as well as doing their activities also. Now Daśaratha Maharaj will get a thought, टेंशन आएगा. अभी तो बच्चे थोड़े बड़े हुए, थोड़ा भी आर्चरी कर रहे हैं, बट दशरथ महाराज को क्या होगा, टेंशन किसका होगा, शादी का. In those days marriage were done at a very young age, so people always said, oh, Indians are backward. There is child marriage in India, very backward. How many people agree to this? कितने जन इसको सही मानते हैं, कितने जन इसको गलत? The Britishers who started this, before that there was no opposition to so-called child marriage. Okay, there were some practices which were wrong, I don't deny, but something more than that. Why did the Vedas or our earlier sages start with something called early marriage or child marriage? I don't call this child marriage. When someone is 14 years, 10 years to 12 to 14 years, okay, theek hai. But more than a very, young or a raw age, getting married, is it justified? Yes, tell me.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
So, Prabhuji, for a woman, उसका real घर जो है वो उसका पति का घर है.
Right.
So she should not be attached to her parent house. So better she get married at early age and get used to his husband house.
Husband house. Very good. Something more. Something very more important. Please try to understand. There's always a saying, a man or a woman cannot forget his first love. It's a general saying. I think you all can correlate yourself with that. So what does the Shastra say? That if at a young age, the girl is given to understand that this is the boy with whom you have to spend your life. He is your would-be husband, or he is going to be a husband. That means what? The girl child, as well as the boy child, starts mending his mind or her mind as per that person. So the bonding is much better. That's why there were less divorces in those era. Dusri baat. Child marriage means early marriages. Early marriages means early kids. Early kids means early getting fulfill of your responsibilities. And the main purpose was, okay, Grihastha ashram is an important ashram. People are, pulled towards in the teenage, especially towards sensual pleasures. So no one is stopping you. Enjoy your sensual pleasures through a legal, institute of marriage. And after that, the most important benefit you have is you have a larger lifespan left at your disposal for doing devotion. In childhood, you prepare yourself for devotion, but definitely at that, when with having a beautiful wife and child around you, you cannot tend to do devotion. Neither the lady, neither the man, or neither the woman can tend to do devotion. So how do we can actually practically come to that situation? Get rid of the responsibilities. ये भी responsibility है. शादी किया, बच्चे हो पैदा हो गए, उनको बड़ा कर दिया, उनका ब्याह दिया, तो उसके बाद they can focus more on devotion. Otherwise, the teenage pull, love crush, and this and that, infatuation and all that troubles the person, both the boy and the girl, and finally the mind cannot be put on God. So Lord wants कि भाई आप आपका दिमाग, मेरा मन मुझ में लगाओ, तो कैसे लगाओगे? यही एक तरीका है. That is why our Shastra refers to early marriage, not delayed marriage. But आजकल the story is different. Everyone wants to get settled first and then plan to marriage. So that is why this thought process is different. In those days, there was no much something called school and college. There was more of skill sets. Studies were done based on the caste and skill. जो अगर कोई क्षत्रिय था तो वो क्षत्रिय skills लेगा, that is like fighting with sword and bow and arrow and all those things. अगर कोई वैश्य है तो वो business and कृषि गोरक्षा वाणिज्य वो करेगा. ब्राह्मण है तो पोथी पढ़ेगा. So this was the way in which education was done. Education was not so elaborate, not a costly affair. It was a very simple affair. It has become a big, full-fledged industry. I was given to understand, one of our class student, he met me and he told me, sir, I've completed my computer engineering, but now I have to shift to AI. I have to go to AI classes. I said, why? What happened? No, if I don't change to AI, I will lose my job. I said, then what you studied? He said, yes, all that has gone to dogs. All the money, all the education, all the time, energy spent in 3 years of his life, 3 or 4 years, whatever it is, that time period he spent in learning his engineering, computer engineering, some front end, back end, I don't know. I'm not a good computer guy. So he's telling the bottom line is all that education is zero. Now I have to start from the AI perspective, artificial intelligence perspective. So what do you understand? A modern education is totally absurd. It's only a gate pass to earn your bread and butter. It doesn't give you real knowledge. Whereas earlier days, a knowledge which was required for survival was. For example, in school, we were all taught twinkle, twinkle, little star, Jack and Jill went up the hill. So much of efforts. I still remember, okay, our time education was not that costly, but I was given to understand nowadays nursery classes are around ₹1 lakh or more. And what do you teach in that? Same twinkle, twinkle, little star. And what is the use of that? Whole life, when do you use that twinkle, twinkle, little star? Anyone goes for any job interview, even the biggest job, are they asked, please recite, come on, recite Jack and Jill and tell me. अरे भाई इतना पैसा खर्च किया, इतना मेरा जब बचपन का टाइम बिगाड़ के मैंने पढ़ाई किया, पूछो तो सही एक बार मैंने को ट्विंकल ट्विंकल लिटिल स्टार. Nobody asks. In fact, most of the education, whatever we were given, tell me how many of you all have used that education? I don't know about today's data of style of education, but in our style, we remember we were taught, whether in tundra region, Eskimos lifestyle. I mean, Mataji, is still there? I mean, this education is still there nowadays, or how has it changed a little?
प्रभु जी थोड़ा चेंज हुआ है, मतलब एकदम ही वही कंटेंट नहीं रखा है. Nowadays they are like focusing on कि इंडिया के इसमें भी, मतलब जो इंडिया का हिस्ट्री है वो लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. पहले तो सब कुछ बाहर का ही था पूरा.
हाँ, but is it अभी भी वो how they live in?
हाँ, ज्योग्राफी में तो होता ही है.
है ना?
हाँ, ऐसे ऊपर से स्टूडेंट का बुक देखा तो है, अभी भी है.
So tell me, has it helped us in any way? By knowing how a Eskimo lives, by knowing how a cannibal lives, I mean, what radical change has it done? I mean, we have spent hours in studying, in getting marks, and writing properly about it and then getting marks also. That is also more another criteria. If I write properly about those people, about those things, fine. What if our earlier Gurukul system did not teach all that? What is the need? A person from one village might go maximum to another village or to a maximum to another town. What is the need for him to know the weather condition? And even if he doesn't know, if let's say, suppose if any one of us gets a job in US and you're shifting to US, now whether the condition is minus 10 degrees or minus 15 degrees, are you going to say, no, this temperature is too cold for me, I will not go and work over there? Adaptation is always there. In any case, you have no other choice. When it's a matter of bread and butter, you got to adapt yourself. So the point what I'm trying to make over here is education in earlier days was based on skill sets, enough to earn your bread and butter. And then, as per your law of karmas, you're rich or poor. And finally, getting over with your responsibilities at a younger age as early as possible, so that a child becomes young, bigger at a very young age when you're not very old, and he takes over the responsibilities, and you can focus. You means the father and mother can now focus on devotional activities. So the entire process set by the Vedic culture was different to what today's culture is. Please continue.
Then that righteous King Daśaratha, along with his teachers and relatives, was thinking about his son's marriage. As the great souled King Daśaratha was thus thinking, among his ministers, the great effulgent sage Viśvāmitra arrived. Desiring to see the king, sage Viśvāmitra told the doorkeeper, "Go fast and inform the king that I, Viśvāmitra, the son of Gadi, belonging to the Kaushika dynasty, have arrived."
देखा, जैसे यहाँ दशरथ महाराज सोच रहे हैं इसका लड़के का शादी कैसे करूंगा, तुरंत विश्वामित्र वहां he came, and he came with a planning. And he came just to ask Ram and Lakshmana for killing the demoness rather, Tadaka. But the reason was something higher. He knew his job was to get Ramchandraji married to Sita. Another thing Acharyas very nicely they say, Lord is like Kalpa Vriksha. Whatever you desire, Lord will fulfill. So when a person is having Lord himself as a son, उसने इच्छा किया शादी करना है, ओके अभी मैं भेजता हूँ, अरेंजमेंट करता हूँ, भेज दिया विश्वामित्र मुनि को, बोलते हैं जाओ वॉच, उसी यहाँ पे सोच रहा है. एंड दैट सेम टाइम the doorkeeper is coming, Vishwamitra Muni is coming near the doorkeeper and tell her, so son of Gadi has come, Kaushika Raja has come, go and inform. And he was the most feared sage of the era. गुस्सा इतना कि पूछो मत, उनके बारे में डिटेल बाद में आएगा. When Ramchandra ji kills Tataka and goes to Mithila, that time Shatanand describes the entire heroic activities of Vishwamitra in detail. Yes, Mataji, please continue.
On listening to the words ordered by sage Viśvāmitra, the doorkeepers ran towards the king's palace with an excited mind. The doorkeepers, having reached the palace fast, informed about the arrival of sage Viśvāmitra to the king of the Ikshvaku dynasty. Having heard the doorkeepers' words, the king became extremely delighted. With a composed mind, the king went ahead with the priest to receive sage Viśvāmitra. It was like how Indra would go to receive Brahma. The king saw sage Viśvāmitra shining brightly by the power of his austerities and severe vows. With a delighted face, King Daśaratha offered water to the sage as per the scriptures.
उन्हें पाद्य अर्घ्य ऑफर करके उनको वेलकम किया. What is more important, striking is दृष्ट्वा जलंतिम त्वाम दृष्ट्वा जलंतिम दीप्तिया तपसाम samsvita vratam. This is the most important line. The sage was effulgent and bright. And why he was effulgent and bright? Because he had done lot of austerities and severe vows. Always remember, one who follows, कई बार आप देखोगे, great acharyas and great people, they may not looking handsome or what do you say, charismatic and all that, but they have their own effulgence and an attraction. You look at them, you get peace, you get solace, you feel, wow, what a personality I'm in. This is what highlights over here. Viśvāmitra had that, developed that, what do you say, the charismatic, not just charismatic, that effulgent personality, because he had followed those strict vows. Yes, continue.
As per the scriptural injunctions and customs, sage Viśvāmitra accepted the water. Then the sage asked the king about his well-being and welfare. The highly righteous sage Viśvāmitra asked about the welfare of the king's subjects living in cities and towns. The sage then inquired whether the king's treasury was quite full. He further inquired about the well-being of the king's friends and relatives. Sage Viśvāmitra further asked, Are your neighboring kings respectful to you? Are your enemies conquered? Are your duties to the devatas and men properly executed?
So these are the questions which a guru asks, or which a sage should ask. He should not ask, see, here he is asking whether your treasury is full, not for him. He doesn't want any money, any benefit. He is asking for only one reason. If the king is happy, they are happy. The people are happy. The king is satisfied, the treasury is full, the people are full. So the subjects should be happy. That is the bottom line, nor for his some personal gains. Please continue.
The best of the sages, Viśvāmitra, approached Vasishtha Muni and other fortunate sages and also inquired about their well-being as per the rules and customs. Then they all entered the king's palace with a delighted mind. After being honored, they all took their seats as per their status. Thus the king was very delighted by the arrival of the great sage Viśvāmitra. The most generous and happy king then in an honoring way said the following.
Now please listen to the words what Daśaratha Maharaj is going to say. Now the whole trick lies on what he is going to say and how he will get caught in his own words. That's more important. Please listen. Yeah.
King Daśaratha said, Your arrival is like obtaining nectar, or like rain in a drought-stricken place, or like a son born to a childless person through a worthy wife. It gives me great happiness like getting back a lost treasure or a great achievement.
स्तुति कर रहे हैं, विश्वामित्र का स्तुति कर रहे हैं कि भाई आप आए, बाहर आए, like you have come, it's like nectar, it is like this, it is like this is like that. I mean, so many things are being spoken. Yes, continue.
Which is the most desirable thing for you that I can fulfill happily for you. O Brahmana, you are the most eligible of the receivers. O respected one, your arrival at my place is so fortunate that my very birth has become completely successful. My very existence has become fulfilled. O best of the Brahmanas, your arrival at my palace is like the sunrise at night.
1 minute. Is he just doing lip talk, or is something like this really happening? सेज आने से वाकई में क्या कोई सूर्योदय हो गया, रात को सूर्योदय हो गया? बोलिए
प्रभु जी। जो आचार्य होते हैं वो तीर्थ क्षेत्र होते हैं, तो उसकी वजह से तो
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी नाइस। हाँ बोलिए, क्या बोल रहे थे?
उसकी वजह से उनका आदर सम्मान करना चाहिए, तो उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में
आदर सम्मान उसके लिए करना चाहिए, ठीक है, ओके फाइन। yes, something more perfect, more correct. It's not wrong, it's correct. What he has said is correct. Something I want more perfect, something to be added more. Fast. Yes, Rajesh.
Sage, when sage comes, he has a knowledge of Veda. अंधकार से प्रकाश हो जाएगा. So maybe giving that
Very good.
But
Very good.
friends,
When a knowledgeable person comes, definitely with his knowledge, he will, create, the ignorance will go away and there will be brightness. Yes, very. Sage is also considered to be as a moving tirtha, and whenever a sage comes, one should pay respects. What Apekshit said is also right. But above all, one should remember, sage means, sadhu means, साधु से फायदा ही हो सकता है, नुकसान कभी नहीं हो सकता. I'm talking about true genuine sadhu. And conditions apply. A true genuine sadhu can only give benefit. Apparently, it may look disbeneficial. It may look cursing. अरे यार श्राप देके गए, साधुओं के श्राप देके गए, ऋषि मुनिया के श्राप देके गए. Don't worry. There is a hidden benefit behind every shrapa. That is the reason why he's going to say, see, you have to understand, he's praising, he doesn't know, he's going to ask Ramchandra, and that time he will say, alright, what you're asking my life and all that. But he doesn't know, yes, in every act of every sadhu, there is a greater, higher reason or a higher purpose behind. The purpose behind any sadhu means what? Sage means what? One who is in unity with God, always when he is God conscious, he is always in connection with God. So such a person, there is no question of doing anything wrong. Acha hi karega. It may be not of your likes and dislikes, but that doesn't mean it is not going to, nothing good is not going to happen. Apparently, something may not look good, but in the long run, it will be much better. Yes, continue.
Earlier, you were addressed as Raja Rishi. By the power of your austerity and showing your splendor, you attained the title of Brahma Rishi. You are worshipable in various ways by me. Your arrival is extremely pure and surprising to me. Simply by seeing you, O great one, I get the piety of going to a place of a pilgrimage.
क्योंकि वो खुद ही घूमता हुआ सा, कहते हैं कि सेजेस आर घूमता फिरता क्षेत्र है या धाम है, because they come to a place only for a purpose. Otherwise, lifelong they are, most of the time they spend in seclusion, secluded place में रहते हैं. Only at times of requirement they come. Otherwise, they are situated there. Continue.
Please tell me the purpose of your visit. What is the work that brings you here? With your blessing, I desire to fulfill that work for your sake. O sage, with the best of the vows, do not hesitate to tell me that work. You should have no doubts about its accomplishment. I shall fulfill it completely since you are like God to me.
One.
Okay.
यहाँ पे another thing. Whenever these type of sages come, definitely the king also understood definitely what is his job in the king's office or in the palace. Definitely he has come to ask for something. And a sage will only ask what he is capable of giving. A sage, these are the qualities of a sage. What I'm describing right now is the qualities of the sage. Sage के अंदर क्या गुण होना चाहिए? कई बार गुरु सेवा देता है, some acharya or guru may give you a service, specific service. ये सेवा करो, वो सेवा करो, take care of this, do this work and all that. What is the purpose? Why is the guru giving you work? He wants to extract work from you. It is said, Guru realizes the potential capability and capacity of each and every student of his, and उस हिसाब से उसको वो कार्य दिया जाता है. Someone may be good at writing, someone may be good at singing, someone may be good at organizing, some may be good at arranging things. As per the capabilities, as per his qualities, these services are awarded to the students. Similarly, the sage also will not ask for anything which is beyond the capacity of any individual. As per the individual's capacity, only the sages will ask. So, and remember always, be it be a guru, be it be a sage, be it be a rishi, all these people only give you work. Apparently, it may look like an impossible task. It may look like an unachievable task, but you can definitely achieve it without problem. Just because the sage knows that you have the capability to do it. Please continue.
O Brahmana, by your arrival, great prosperity has come to me, and I have realized great piety. Viśvāmitra heard the words which were humbly spoken by the intelligent king. Those words gave happiness to the ears and heart of the great sage of exceptional qualities. Thus the sage experienced extreme delight.
So you have to understand one more reason why Viśvāmitra is very happy. He's very, after hearing these words, very delighted. And what is the words he said? O sage, with the best of vows, do not hesitate to tell me that work. You should have no doubt about its accomplishment. I shall fulfill it completely since you are like God to me. किस राजा को बात कर रहा है वो? King from the Ishkwaku dynasty. And who is the Ishkwaku dynasty का speciality क्या है? Where King Raghu was born. कहते हैं कहावत है ना, रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आए, प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए. So he is giving this words of assurance were given by King Daśaratha. Daśaratha is none other than from the same Raghukul, and he knows this dynasty has got great heroes in the past who have always fulfilled their words. That is why Viśvāmitra was very happy. इसने बोल दिया मतलब he will fulfill it whether he wants or not. He will fulfill whatever I ask for. Go ahead.
Having thus heard the wonderful and detailed words of King Daśaratha, the lion among the kings, the splendorous Viśvāmitra Muni, was overjoyed. Out of delight, his hair stood erect and he spoke as follows.
He was very excited now. His work is going to get fulfilled. So he was excited. Continue.
Sage Viśvāmitra said, O tiger among kings, those words are befitting for you as no one else in this world can speak like this. You have taken birth in a great dynasty. You have been taught and guided by the great Vasishtha Muni. I will speak to you.
He is praising his guru also.
Yeah.
His guru is Vasishtha Muni, probably Purohit, Guru, whatever you call him, mentor, whatever you call him. Over and above, dynasty, great dynasty, Raghukul ka dynasty है. But इस dynasty में पक्का it is befitting your words, because नहीं तो some Tom, Dick and Harry also say yes, I will fulfill the promise. Hey Baba, in past record you have never fulfilled any promise, but still you claim that I will fulfill the promise, but you have never fulfilled the promise. What does this mean? भाई इसका भरोसा नहीं, but यहाँ पे भरोसा कर सकते. Please continue.
I will speak to you that which I have thought in my mind. O tiger among kings, you must decide and act accordingly. You should stand true to your promises. O best among men, I am abiding by...
He's putting a written condition now. You have to stand true to your promise. Your promise that you will fulfill my work. So you will, whatever I ask for, you will fulfill, you said. So now you please stand true to your promise. Yes.
O best among men, I am abiding by strict sacrificial vows to attain my goal of completing my sacrifice. However, two demons who can change their form at will are creating obstacles in that sacrifice. When my sacrificial vow was almost complete, these two powerful and learned demons, Maricha and Subahu, rained flesh and streams of blood on the sacrificial altar. As a result, the sacrifice got spoiled. All the vows and activities just became big labor without any fruits. Having lost all the enthusiasm, I finally left that place completely discouraged. It is not possible in my mind to express any anger, nor can a curse be given in such a place.
Okay.
Sage Viśvāmitra was...
take the purport explanation, then I will explain. Yeah.
Sage Viśvāmitra was strong enough to neutralize and kill those demons with the power of his austerities. However, one of the prerequisites of performing a sacrifice is to follow strict rules and sacrificial vows without becoming angry or pronouncing any curse during the time of sacrifice. The demons were aware of it, and hence they boldly came and spoiled the sacrifice. Before starting the sacrifice, the entire arena is fenced with Vedic chants or mantras for protection from demons. So these demons used to come from the aerial route and spoil the sacrifice by raining meat and streams of blood. Hence sage Viśvāmitra felt helpless and came to King Daśaratha for help.
So there are a couple of things to be learnt. First and foremost, sage Viśvāmitra was a very powerful sage. He had a very strong, stockpile of powers of austerity. But there were two problems. One is, as mentioned in this explanation, that there is a kshetra. The whole kshetra is surrounded by with a mantra. The whole kshetra is protected. Nothing can enter from the sides. So these asuras used to come through the aerial mode. And कब आएंगे? With 7 दिन का पूजा है, पहले 6 दिन आएंगे. 7th day, when the puja is going to, when the sacrifice, the havan is going to get accomplished, that time they will come and shower their pus, urine, blood, stool, all unwanted things, and kill the sanctity of the yajna, and the yajna will be lost. And they know very well, you can't do anything. Why? अगर यज्ञ के टाइम पे आपने अगर श्राप दिया, अगर आपने कुछ भी मतलब बुरे वचन कहे, तो ये आपका साधुत्व के अगेंस्ट हो जाएगा. This is one of the prerequisites of the yajna. Now, the most important. Suppose before the yajna and after the yajna, by the power of his austerity, curses or kills those asuras, what is the problem? That is a bigger problem. It is said, if one uses that power of accumulated powers of Vedic Shastric powers of austerities and penance, if one uses it for a curse, that depletes. समझो 1000 साल का तपस्या का बल है, and that is used to kill one rakshasa. 1000 years of tapasya, tapabal is lost. It is like every month you save 100 rupees. In 10 years, let's say you have saved around 10,000 rupees or 50,000 rupees. And in 1 minute, you spend 50,000 rupees. How much time will it take for you to save another 50,000 rupees? Same, accumulate. So when will the money actually accumulate? Because the money is being, as you are accumulating, at the same time, if you spend it through a practical example, you spend money. Here it is tapo bala, wealth of austerity and penance, which is saved from that bala, from that dhana. He can kill the rakshasas, but by killing them, he will be losing his Vedic powers or other power of austerities. So again, he has to do for long years. So they don't want. This is the main purpose why Viśvāmitra Muni has come here to ask. Hiddenly he knows Ramchandraji is none other than God, and he wants to get him married. That was the main purpose. This was just bahana. But if he had come and told, नहीं आपका बेटे का शादी कराना है, Dasaratha Maharaj would have not left. First and foremost, he has to do some heroic acts of killing the asuras, and that is the purpose of his incarnation in any way. So he wants to ask for them, for Rama and Lakshmana to come with him. But the main purpose was Viśvāmitra Muni did not want to waste his hard-earned tapobala behind killing these useless rakshasas, because they were not one or two, there were thousands. You kill one, then another comes, another one comes, then whole life, whatever tapobala has been earned will be spent. Then what will be left? Nothing will be left. So that is the purpose of these rakshasas. Every rakshasa troubles people, or people are troubled by rakshasas, and by which their energy is drained, financial, mental or physical. Any energy is drained because of disturbances. So that is the reason why Viśvāmitra wanted to ask for the help from Daśaratha Maharaj. I mean, it's all interwoven reasons. Basically, we understand this. Okay, with this, I would like to close today's session. Puja Mataji. Puja Mataji, you can switch off the YouTube.